Today we're going to make a Tier 9 attempt and talk about how that process works and what you need in order to do it yourself. So the first thing you have to have is a Tier 8 courser that is level 30. Stonetail Horse Ranch is located in Medaya. And what you do is you take your horse to the ranch and check it in at the stable keeper. You cannot have any horse gear equipped on the horse or it won't let you basically start the courser training. And you'll see this menu pop up. Now at the very top, it says I have 0 of 1 Krogdalo's Origin Stone. So let's talk first about this item. The Krogdalo's Origin Stone is made from 2 different items that are put together via simple alchemy. That would be 25 swaying wind shards and 25 rumbling earth shards. Those 2 items can be obtained in 3 different ways. You can trade in for them using Imperial horse seals. You get these by basically selling horses that are at least level 15 to the stable keeper NPC. And for each tier of the horse, he gives you 1 seal. So if you trade in a tier 5 horse, you'll get 5 seals back. You can trade those in for your shards. You can also trade in horse racing trophies. So if you do horse racing and you get those little trophy items and save them up, you can trade them in that way. But good news for those of you that don't do horse races or horse breeding, you can also get these as straight drops down in the Commonwealth region fighting mobs. Specifically, Manshaums drop bundles, the great warriors and the priests, and these bundles have a chance to drop these items. Now they are a really rare drop out of those items, out of the bundles, so you're better off, if you don't want to do any horse training or racing, trading in peridot leaves for these items, which is the 3rd way you can get them. It takes 15 peridot leaves per trade-in for either one of these. You get the peridot leaves from doing quests down in the Commonwealth region, and there are repeatable daily quests in addition to the main quest line and side quests that all give peridot leaves. So you can go down into Commonwealth, do some quests, and have between 300 and 400 in your first big round of quests. And that'll get you a good start on those items. What you do with these is you use simple alchemy and combine 25 and 25 in order to make your Krogdalo's stone for the Tier 9 attempt. So we'll go ahead and make our stone. Okay, so now we have our origin stone, which is the first thing that we needed for that horse awakening attempt. Next, there are training categories for the Tier 9. There are 3 categories, and you'll see that there's this percent bar that fills up around your Krogdalo's Origin Stone. This has to be at 200% to attempt an awakening for Tier 9. Now right now the only Tier 9 that's available to us is the Pegasus. Once they release the other dream horses, it will be random which horse you get. So you won't have a choice. It'll randomly either be a Pegasus or a unicorn or eventually what we're kind of terming a hell horse. Now you notice that when I click on one of these 3 categories, the items that can be used here light up. Now the Stonetail fodder you get from combining farming byproducts through simple cooking, and then you can get rainbow gem fruit from Imperial trading. So you get these seals, and actually I do need 1 more rainbow gem fruit in order to attempt this awakening. So I'll go ahead and trade in those 10 seals and get a fruit. Okay, it's going to let me choose the item. You'll see it pop up here. You click the training button to apply that item, and you'll see the percentage go up at the top. I will need to use all of the items in my inventory to hit 200%. Okay, the next category is elegance. And there are two items for this category as well. The first is the breezy conch seaweed you can get at a very low chance fishing. This is really hard to get. I actually haven't gotten a single one fishing. I've actually gotten it from the daily horse quest that is available if your training level is professional or higher. There is a daily quest that you catch a horse and it gives you your choice of one of 3 different training items. So that's how I've gotten some of those. The other item for this category is called a Spirit Pouch of Ferocious Beast. You can get this through hunting blue whales or fugitive cocks. Now I don't know about the cocks, but I know the blue whales have a 100% drop rate on this item. It always drops between 1 and 2 of these every time you hunt a blue whale. So let's go ahead and apply that one. You'll see we're at 165. And our last category here is the stamina category. It doesn't matter what these individual categories fill up to as long as the total across all 3 actually add up to 200%. The Blue Hoof Root that I have in my inventory can be obtained by trading in 7 peridot leaves for 1. They can also be obtained by gathering pretty much anything across the world. I had to briefly pause my recording because I realized I was 6 materials short of hitting 200%. I had to go grab those. So the horse has been now fully trained to 200%, as we can see right around the Krogdalo's stone. And I don't need to, and I actually can't add any more training XP to the horse. So it's ready to have an awakening attempt made. Now I do want to use these cron stones. What will happen, instead of the horse going back to 0% XP if it fails, the horse will go to 100% XP. So it saves you about half the effort for your next attempt. Just so you have some statistics, players estimate there's about a 1% chance to get a dream horse when you attempt awakening. The people that have managed to get a Pegasus so far have made an average of at least 4 attempts before getting one, and those players are few and far between. So let's attempt our awakening and see what happens. We're going to see a wind-up animation before we see the failure notice, is likely what most of us will experience at this point. So expect to see that screen several times before you succeed, and good luck.